Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Hungry Hornet. Welcome to another YouTube video. Just been to Exmouth, just been to Orkham Point. The weather's gonna change soon, I think. We've got some torrential rain headed in our way in the next couple of days. For the next couple of days, so. And I can see the weather's changing slightly, so it looks like we need to get our asses home. The 500 miles first impression review of the Grominator. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to discuss the Grom at 500 miles. As you can see, we're at 499. It'll be turning soon. I tell you. Yes, there it is. I think I missed it. Oh well, that was a waste of time. Anyway, so welcome to the 500 mile first impressions review of the Grom. As you guys know, the background story on this bike is pretty simple. It is for me wife. She probably won't ride it, and she said I can ride it as much as I want. She still needs to do her CBT. So the Grom, 500 miles in. What's it been like? It's been pretty good actually. It's quite nice actually. It's alright, yeah. I mean, I like this. I like the setup that they've put this little sort of tourer. It's good. The seat, I don't like the seat. I'm not gonna lie, the seat's shit. The seat hurts my arse, bruv. My arse is aching all the time on this fucking bike. The suspension is non-existent. I was watching the Grand Tour yesterday. I'm a bit behind. They did that French episode. We were talking about France and French cars. They showed that little skit in the back with those two blokes defusing a bomb, and the suspension on a Seat Megane, I think it was, something like that, or Citroen, something like that, Citroen Megane. I don't know my cars. Anyway, some sort of French piece of shit. Anyway, it had a really good suspension. Like this shit, it was fucking going on cobblestones and everything. This bike is not it. This bike has shit suspension. But let's not forget, boys and girls, which there are girls by the way now. We've cracked the code, boys and girls. This channel is now attracting the opposite sex, and at quite high numbers now, 20%. So I've had a breakthrough. So maybe, and it's not because of what I look like, that's for sure. I don't really show what I look like. Hello. Anyway, all the bikes are out today. It's dry, isn't it? So the seat and the suspension are not great. You feel every bump. The tyres I don't really like. I'd change them personally. But besides from that, the actual bike is good. The actual bike is good. It's coming into its own a bit. It's coming into its own a bit. It's got its ability to roar up hills is better now as the miles are going on. So I could definitely see. I'd love to put 100k on this mileage. That is. I mean, I'm trying to put 100k on both my bikes. Oh, Kappa Cabin, that looks awesome. I want to go there. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, MPG wise, it's 104 miles to the gallon at the minute. Which is good. Lifetime miles to the gallon. Yeah, this is really good. Really good. It's definitely a nip arounder. You know, you can definitely nip around. You just sort of like park it up and fucking forget it, bruv. It's nice. I like it. I like how responsive it's becoming up the hills and stuff. It's definitely coming to its own. Maybe I'm still getting used to riding it now as well, which probably helps. I'd highly suggest a Grom. These Groms, they're pretty decent. They're pretty decent, bruv. They've got a bit going for them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've even thought about. The thought did cross my mind, what if I just always ride a Grom? Yeah? What if I sold my Hornet? But then what would I do, bruv? You can't do that. You'd have to change yourself to the gluttonous Grom instead of the hungry Hornet. No, we're not going to do that, so don't worry. I think obviously you need to, no bike does it all. But this bike is fun. And it is, cheap to run. Very cheap to run. I mean, I put some petrol in it earlier on, filled it up. I bought a Red Bull, which was expensive, so Red Bulls at petrol stations are routinely at £3. I didn't actually see how much I put on litres wise, probably 3 litres, so altogether it cost me £8 to fill it up and fill myself up. The only thing is, was obviously the bike's always 70. This is turning into a 60 soon. Anyway, yeah, so it's a decent little bike. I can't wait for the summer. I definitely ride this little bad boy about. This is definitely my tourer for England. This is my England tourer. This is my let's go exploring tourer. This is my let's go around here tourer. Let's go do it. Whoa, buddy, bumpy wumpy. Yeah, so it's definitely one of they. It's a good little bit of kit. One thing I've noticed, ladies and gents, on Facebook recently, has been a big push for car drivers. I've noticed this. Car drivers doing this adopt a biker thing. Like, so apparently it's where you decide to follow the highway code and allow distance between a vehicle. I've noticed today a lot of them are adding a lot of distance between me. Look, I mean, that guy behind me in a BMW of all things has given me a lot of distance, so fair play to him. But I think adopt a biker, boys and girls, please. I just thought I'd mention that. So as you can see, we're in the beautiful southwest of England. We are riding in Exeter now. We just come from Exmouth, and it's such a beautiful place. I love Exeter. I love Exmouth. We're very lucky to live down here. I think I'm very lucky to live down here. And it's a big biker town. Exeter's a big biker town. So, I was talking to this bloke at Orcombe Point just now about his bike. I can't remember what he had. He had something like old school, very nice. It looked like a VFR, but it wasn't a VFR. Didn't even see what it was, to be fair. Wasn't that interested. We started talking. I started talking, to be fair, and then I just lost interest because I got the attention span of a goldfish. So, what was I saying? So, basically, I'd say, the Grom, if we're going to rate it, like, let's just say we did it exactly like I did my other YouTube videos on my motorcycles. So, like, where I've rated for instance, I've rated the Hornet on first impressions. That's my first channel ever. That was my first YouTube video to blow up, by the way. Lifetime views 10,000, which is pretty good for me. Was very happy with it. It did very well. If I was to rate this one, I don't know. It's a difficult one. The bike is so if we're going to rate, let's start with categories. Right, style, visuals. I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10. It looks alright. I picked the wrong colour. I should have gone for something a little bit more colourful, I'd say. I know someone that bought a blue one, seen a red one. I think a red one would have been pretty sick, but decided no. Yeah, so style, 8 out of 10. Ability to travel on it, so comfortability, all that sort of shit. Is it comfortable? Fuck it hell, bro. You fuckers. I hate that. Comfortability. Is it comfy? No, it's not. So, but if you're going to use it for what it's supposed to be used for, then yeah, it's an 8 out of 10. If you're going to go touring on it, it is a solid 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Yeah, seat shit. But that's the case with all motorcycles. Handlebar positioning and that is comfortable. That's a 9 out of 10. So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult, really. I mean, mirrors are nice. I like the mirrors, actually. I quite like the mirrors. There's lots of good things about it. Fuel economy is great. The engine is lovely. The engine is awesome. A nice bit of kit. It's definitely a very interesting. Oh my god, what the fuck. The engine's spry. It's interesting. The riding experience is interesting. The fun factor's good. It's like, the only thing for me that lets down is the comfortability. But it's just a bit, it does this weird thing on your ass. That was naughty, that was, mate. That was fucking horrible. That's a horrible roundabout. Hate it. But anyway, there we go. We're on. I didn't really want to take the M5. Don't know why it's put me on here. Oh well. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So yeah, it's a good solid bike. It's capable. It's more capable than people would give it credit for, I think, you know, if you stick a nice little exhaust on it and, you know, tinker with it a little bit, I think it would be quite a decent machine that can do quite well. It's a good little bike. Definitely a keeper. So yeah, I think I'd rate the bike a good, let's call it a 8 out of 10. You know, if you want it for what it's designed for, it's a 10 out of 10. If you want to go nip on the shops, if you want to go and have a bit of fun, yes, fuck me, it's a great bike. If it's your all day only ever bike that you have, and it's the only bike you can get, and you're on a 125 license like a CBT or an A1, then I don't know. If you want to go on dual carriageways, yeah, if that answers yes, and get a more powerful 125. If you don't want to go on, you know, dual carriageways and you just want to go around, you know, the lanes and stuff, you could probably get a dirt bike, an enduro, something like that. That'd be pretty decent. But I mean, it's hard to argue with the Grom. The Grom's a little beast, and it puts a smile on your face every day. Every second you're riding it, you're enjoying it in some way. But for me, it's just the seat. It's something about the seat I don't enjoy. Like, I had its little baby brother / sister, whatever you want to call it, the Monkey, and that had a fucking nice seat. So as you can see, I'm shifting about a bit because it's just a bit. I also don't like the fact that this tank is plastic. So that means I can't use my tank pad on it. Pisses me off. The Monkey had a really nice metal, you know, tank. That was lovely. So yeah, I got a metallic magnetic tank bag. But yeah, this is not a bad bike. So overall, solid 8, 9 out of 10. Would I recommend the Grom? 100%. It's a good bike. It just depends what you need it for. Is it a daily rider? I think it could be if you get used to it. Bear in mind, I've done about 80 miles on it today. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's the positioning of my trousers today, because I did 450 on it last weekend to Land's End, and it wasn't that bad. So maybe I'm just sitting badly on my belt or something, or my trousers aren't fully up. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, we're on the motorway, and it's, you know, 67 miles an hour. Not bad, is it, for a little tiny bike? But yeah, so I'd highly recommend the Grom. It's just it's not, you know, it comes with all the same issue that most bikes do, and that's like, it fucking hurts your ass after a while. So maybe it's a bit unfair to judge the Grom on that. But yeah, I mean, the position, the seating position, everything's lovely. The height's lovely. It's a nice little bike. It's a little bit pedestrian though. As far as 125s go, it's a little bit slow. Well, I'd say it's quite slow actually. I'd even argue it's one of the slowest 125s I've ever ridden. But the Monkey was just as slow. But this is, you know, this is about a little bit peppier than the Monkey. It's still fun though. So if you like a fun bike that has a decent amount of, it has got a decent amount of power, it will let you get places, you know. And I do want to try it out abroad, I do, but I'm a bit nervous because I've got this like heavy duty chain quote, and apparently it's heavy duty chain. I've already had to adjust it twice in the 400-500 miles that we've done, and today I had to go home, readjust it after going out for 10 minutes because I noticed the chain was slapping. So, you know, I mean, that's not great. Maybe it's just a new, you know, it's the same thing that Monkey had the issue with. The chain was shit. So, but this is an upgraded chain. To be fair, the Monkey had to do like 6-7 times before the service. So I guess it's because it's such a small bike. I think it's such a small chain. It's going to do that. I had some issues at the start of my Hornet where that happened a couple of times, and then it evened itself out. Now I'll be lucky after 1,000 miles that I have to adjust it, maybe 1,500 miles, and it doesn't slack, you know. So yeah, we'll see what happens, you know. But as far as like the first 500 miles or 509 now, it's a very good bike. Highly recommend it. But you got to ask yourself, as usual, what do you want? You know, do you enjoy the small form factor side of it? Are you 7 foot tall? If you're 7 foot tall, you're not going to like this bike. I'm 5'9", virgin on 5'10", and it's all right for me. It's a little cramped, but you know, that's the whole point. You know, it's the USP, if you like. USP stands for unique selling point for you lot, I don't know. Right. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you rate the Grom? Do you rate the Grom as high as I did? 8 out of 10, which seems a little bit harsh, but 8 out of 10 is pretty decent. It's not bad, is it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Until the next time, I've been the hungriest of hornets. You've been incredible. Peace.